Okay, interface can implement interface.
True, sir.
Let me come back to it now. Interface extends interface. True or false?
Interface implement interface is false, sir. Interface extends interface may be true, sir.
Yeah.
Very good. Just you need to correct it. That's why I'm using the keywords. Okay, so please make sure that you are not getting confused. Okay, so there is a difference between implement and extends, right? So now this one is true, right? Now interface class extends interface one. Sorry, true or false?
True, sir.
Uh, True or false?
False, sir.
Why false?
Sir, it to inheritance, multiple inheritance.
Yeah. What is the problem?
And
Ambiguity, right? Another problem.
yes, sir.
We can call it as diamond problem also. Okay, please remember this
Yes,
keywords.
sir.
Okay, you can say like diamond problem, it will be attractive word. You can take them to deeper. Okay, so now last one. True or false?
True, sir.
So how many is saying true, how many is saying false? So I will go in deeper. I just checking whether how many people are aware of this. True? You don't agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you people are correct. Okay. So now let's see what is the difference. See, when you are having same type, class and class, right? It will come as extents, right? Even if you are having interface to interface, it will be extents. It will not be implements. Only when you are in class, implements interface will come. Okay. Otherwise, if you are having same type, class to class, it's extend, interface to interface extends. Okay. So another thing which you need to understand is class can implement multiple interface, right? At the same time, class cannot implement multiple classes, right? This one is not possible, right? So now comes to this same, if interface is there, you cannot implement it. You cannot use keyword implement. You need to use extends. Let's try this example now. So if anyone is getting confused, please stop and ask questions to me. Okay. So now let me create another one. Android, right? So let's create Android interface, not class. Okay. Now I created. Now if I want to implement another interface, I cannot use it because that keyword itself, it will not come here, right? I cannot use like a mobile, right? It's not allowed, but I can use extends, right? It's not, why the error? Because mobile is abstract class. Let's go with a phone, right? Now interface can extend interface, right? If I want to add another interfaces, I can easily add. I can add camera, I can add calculator, right? All the interface, multiple interfaces, I can add it when I am having interface. So now I can have multiple values. Why it is not creating any ambiguity when I am using multiple extents? Because the implementation is not yet happened. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, so now interface can extend multiple interface. Even I no need to override it. Why? Because it's also interface. Got it, right? So we don't have any confusion here, right? Interface can extend multiple interfaces, but class cannot extend multiple classes. Class can extend multiple interfaces. Hope you understand, right? So anyone is having question here? To see this table which we did, right? Class can extend class, only one class. We cannot have multiple extents. Now let's add another point here. Class extends class 1 implements interface 1. Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
How many saying it's possible? Not possible? So everyone agree with this?
I think it will work, sir.
I think it will work. Huh? I am saying yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's true. When we are having a class, we can extend at the same time we can implement as well, right? So now let's go with a mobile phone. Okay, where is our mobile? Okay, mobile. It's having extend. Then we are having a Nokia, right? So now Nokia extends mobile, right? At the same time, I can write implements, right? I can go with a Android. It's perfectly valid, right? So sometimes what we can do, we can have a single class as extends, and we can have multiple things can be written by Android, right? So at the same time, we can use extend one class and we can implement multiple interfaces. Okay, so now you can see another difference is mobile also having, right, camera, right? Even Android also having camera, right? So both parents from Nokia is having picture. So which method overrides does not create any confusion? May I know why? Is fast.
I think class method, sir.
Yes. So if you are going here in mobile, right? This one is having camera, phone, calculator, right? So when I'm going to Android, right? Here also I'm having phone, camera, calculator. Right? Both parents having almost same details, right? But still, it is not creating any ambiguity. Why? It is not creating any confusion. Understand the question? Both parents, mobile and Android, having same classes, right? Mobile also having camera, phone, calculator, and Android also having phone, camera, calculator. Both parents are common. So all the interface methods also common, right? So still I am not getting any error. Why?
Sir, in Android, we have not implemented anything, sir. In mobile only, we have method implementation, sir. That's why it's taking, I think, mobile's method, sir.
So anyone want to contradict Huzaifa? Sana, I'm expecting answer from you.
Sir, actually, I too thought the same, sir, because in Android nothing is implemented, right? So I think it won't create any ambiguity. Everything is implemented in the mobile class itself.
So mobile is where it is implemented.
Sir, we have wrote the like processing method, no, sir.
Where other methods? Processing belongs to camera. Even I am implementing also. In both the places, it will not cause issue. Why? Because interfaces will have only a declarations. Even 10 times you are declaring the same thing, it's not a problem. When you are implementing only, it's a problem, right? So interface will never create any conflict. Even I am having same method throughout all the places, because you are not having any definitions. You are having only a declarations. You'll be having only abstract methods, right? So even 10 times if I'm saying the design is same design if I'm giving, there is no problem, right? Even only the problem will come when I'm changing the definition, right?
Sir, excuse me, sir. If you don't mind, can you explain in a simple, any simple example? Normal words, not
See,
planned.
camera is used to take a picture, right? So it's only a definition, right? It's a rule. It's not having any implementation. Even 10 times I am calling this without any implementation, it will not cause any issue, because I am not defining it, right? So definition will happen only in child level class, right? So even in mobile, I'm not having any implementation. Where I'm having in Nokia, right? So I'm just following the rules. Even if I'm saying 10 times a rule, right? For example, consider like in the school, right? So teacher came and told like you have to come with uniform, okay? So then again, principal came and say you have to come in uniform, right? So even administration team came and they will say like you have to come in uniform. So does it create any ambiguity?
No, sir. No.
Even though they are just rules, right? You have to implement it, right? So for example, even all three people are saying the same thing. It's just a rule. You no need to worry, right? Even 10 people are saying the same rule. You no need to worry, right? So only the thing will fail when you are changing it, right? So you are not coming with uniform. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yeah. So that's the thing here. So interfaces is always rules. Even 10 people are saying the same thing, you don't need to worry about it, because all will have same definition declarations. Definition, if definition is changing, for example, principal is saying come in red uniform, right? Teacher is saying come in blue uniform, right? So then the conflicts will come, right? So different things will cause issue, but if you are having same interface, right, so it will not cause any issues. Make sense, right? Now let's move to next step. Any confusion or anything? Please remember this, when you are in class, extends class, interface, extend interface, class implements interface, class can implement multiple interface, right? Class extends, this is not a possible, right? This one only a big problem when we are facing it, and this one is possible. Class extend class one and implement interface. So hope everyone clear till here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are done with inheritance. If you have any questions on inheritance, we'll discuss. Now let's move to an interesting topic, which is called static keyword. Okay. So what is static? Anyone having idea? Any prior idea what is static keyword? Okay, let me explain you. Okay, so static is a keyword which will help you to control the memory, right? Let me explain you in some more easy way. Okay, now let's have a school. Let me create another package for you. It is a part of inheritance only. I want it to be done here. Okay. I will go with student, our favorite one. Right now, I'm having private right. Right. Private int pass marks. Right. So now source generate getter setter. Right. I will take all. I will take. See here. You can see when I'm expanding. Right. So everyone is having set and get, but pass marks is not having only get. Why?
You need to check the
We have
conditions.
used final keyword, sir.
Exactly. We are using final keyword. Final keyword means you cannot change the value for. You cannot change the value for final value.
Particular variable.
Correct. So that's why we are get is not coming. In all the other places you can see get and set is there, right? So now let's generate it. So now you can see like I'm having these values, right? So now how much memory will get allocated? Just ignore this string as of now, right? So I will move it outside. Sorry. Sorry. We'll add it at last. Okay. Okay. Now how much memory will get allocated to this class? I told you this, right?
Yes, sir.
When I'm creating a class, any memory will get allocated? This is one of the interview question they will ask.
No, sir.
Who is
No,
saying no?
sir.
Why not?
After creating object, I think.
Class is
Very good. So we will not be allocating any memory till we are creating object, because it's just a template, right?
Yes.
So when
Yes,
you are
sir.
having a plan or model, you no need to have land, right? So land is not required till you are having, right, a model. For creating model, you just information. You need just information. You no need to take a land, right? So only when you are creating a house, then you need a land, right? So similarly here also, memory will not be allocated at the time of class creation, right? So now let's create object. I'm creating a mine. So I'm happy that some people answered this, right? So now I'm creating student, new student. I created one object, right? Now tell me how much memory will get allocated for this. Ignore string as of now. String is having special meaning, right? So how much memory allocated when I'm creating object for this? How much int will take? 4 bytes, right? How much it will take? 4 bytes. Right.
bytes.
Again, this one will take 4 bytes.
Bytes.
This one will take 4 bytes, right? This one will take 4 bytes, right? So how many? 4, 1, 4, 4, 2, 8, 4, 3, 12, 4, 4, 16, 4, 5, 20 bytes, right? So now
Yes, sir.
I consider like I created 4 objects. So I created 4 objects. Then how much memory will get allocated? Each one is a 20, right? 20, 20, 20, 20. So for simplicity, I will create another one, okay, to make it round figure. So how much memory allocated now? 100 bytes. So everyone agree? Everyone agree? Whenever you are creating a class, no memory will get allocated. When you are creating object, the memory will get allocated based on the variable which you are creating here, right? So now we are having how many? Each one will be having 4 bytes, because we are having 5 integers. We are getting 20 bytes allocated, right? Now when we are coming here, so for each time when we are creating 4 bytes, right? So 20 bytes. So how many objects we created, that much memory will get allocated. So do you feel any problem with this data? So is there anything we can reduce? Hope I am
Here, constant is similar for all the objects, sir.
exactly very good. Even you are creating 1000, 2000 records, this one is constant. We are not going to change it. Then why we need to allocate for everyone? Right? Agree, disagree? Right? So 35
sir.
is equal for even lakhs of students, right? So if you're allocating memory for each time, it's a waste of money, waste of memory, right? So what we'll do in this case is we'll write a simple keyword called static. Then what will happen is, now it is not going to create, I will write public directly. It is not going to create any memory for each object. Only one time when class is getting loaded, this object will get created. Got it? So now in this case, what will happen is, you no need to allocate memory for each and every student. Only one time it will get allocated. Now the memory will always take only these 4 variables. Now you're reducing how much? Can you guess how much memory is getting reduced here? From 100
20,
bytes,
sir. 20, sir.
20. Let's calculate
20
it.
bytes.
Let's calculate it, right? 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 bytes. So everyone agree with her?
Yes, sir.
No, -4, because when class is getting loaded, right? So only once it will allocate 4 bytes, right? So it's not 20. How much? This one? You are saving 16.
16, sir.
Got it, right? Why I'm saying this? So one time you need to allocate memory, at least minimum one variable, even lakhs of objects there, you need to allocate one thing, right? So now we no need to have allocated memory for each object. Only one time when we are allocating, that's enough, right? So now if I'm saying one time is enough, so we no need to create any object also, right? We are having that value stored at the time of class loading, right? So we no need to create even object to call this value. For example, right? Now when I'm saying sys out, right? I'm directly I can use student dot class marks. Agree? I no need to create any object because there is no relationship between static method and object. I can create, for example, if I'm going to school, right? So what is the pass marks? Without knowing any student, I can ask for pass marks, true or false. I'm audible. Hello?
Yes, sir.
True, sir.
True. Because it's not belongs to any particular student, right? I can directly access this static variable without creating any object, right? So the advantage is only one time memory allocation, but even if I am not using any value, still I can able to access the object, right? So now let's go back to example here, right? Let me again create all those variable objects. Now I'm having this, right? S1, S2, S3, S4. So now memory got allocated. Now I no need to allocate this much memory. What I need to do? It is allocating only 16. Sorry. So we are good, right? +4. What is the +4? Because we are having one static. Here we are having +4. So now let's see if I'm able to set some values to this by using constructor. So save what I will do, I will write how to create a constructor with values, source, constructor using fields, right? So here you can see I don't have I don't have pass marks. Why? Because it's a final and it's static. I no need to set that value, right? So I generated it. So now I'm having roll number, name, everything is allocated, but static memory is not there. Okay. So now let's try coming back to my test. Now I'm creating one student. Let me remove this. Right? Correct. Is there anything wrong here? Int, fine. Int, oh, 4 ints, sorry. I don't have a name. Int, last name, right? So let's go that value. Please listen carefully. This is very important, right? So I'm just adding roll number 2. Student name is B. Roll number 3. Student name is C. Roll number 4. Student name is C. Okay. There are 2 students with same name. Just think. Okay. So now we are having this. I need to change this also. Yes, 4. Right. So any questions still here? I created 4 students with same marks as of now, and their names are A, B, C, C. Any questions? Okay. Now, just assume one thing, like I will remove a final now. Just consider like I can able to change this value. Okay. Assume like memorandum came and they asked to increase the pass mark from 35 to 40. Okay. So now I'm coming back here. Now S1 dot pass mark is equal to 40. What I'm doing? I'm changing for one student pass marks 40. So is it a valid one? Is it a valid one? Can I change for one student from 35 to 40?
No, sir.
No, only way I'm listening one voice. So is my English is very bad or I'm saying something which is very different? So is it possible to change the pass marks for one student?
Sir, we use static keyword to consider the fields constant for the whole class, sir. So I think we cannot change for a particular object.
Very good, right? So that's what I am saying. Like, is it a valid statement?
No, sir.
Right? I cannot change a marks for particular students, right? But it is accepting, right? Accepting or not?
Sir, it's not showing any error.
Yes. So, but it's showing one error, yellow color line, right?
Yes, yes.
Can we keep the mouse? Let's see what it will say. Can anyone read what it's saying? I want interactive, please. If you're not understanding, I should know that you are not understanding.
The static failed
The
student.
static field.
Student passport should be accessed in a static way, right? So what is the meaning of it is like you are changing for one student, but it will not change for one student. It will change for all, right? So now if I'm printing sysout s2 dot pass marks, right? Which student I change here? I change for S1, but I'm printing for S2,
S2.
right? So you can see this will also change. Even I'm printing for other students also, the value will change. Why? Because even if you are changing for one student, it doesn't mean that you are changing for one student, right? For example, you are going to school, right? You say who is your principal, right? So you are talking to one student, right? So but you will get the same answer from all students. For example, today principal name is A, right? So you went to one student and say who is your principal? He will say my principal name is A, right? So yesterday what happened that he resigned the job, another principal joined, principal B, right? So uh, I'm coming again calling one student and saying like I'm changing your principal from student A to student B. So does it mean that he is changing only principal for that particular student? No, actually it's applicable for all school, not only for the particular student, right? So same here, when I am changing for one student, it doesn't mean that I am changing for that particular student because it's a static variable. It will be a class level. It is not at a student level, right? Same, not even class level. It is at a school level, right? For example, if I'm changing, saying like your PM is going to change, right? So currently the PM is, who is our PM? Narendra Modi. And future, if Rahul is coming, right? So you can say like it is not for individual population person, right? So it changed for all. Even though I am changing my PM, for example, I cannot change my PM. You can change only complete country PM, right? So similarly, the static variable will be having the same effect. You cannot change individually. Even if you are changing it individually, it will reflect all. Got it? In this case, the best way to access is you should not use with object name, but you should use with class name. Student.passmarks instead of calling s1.passmarks. You can see now yellow line disappeared, right? Now no yellow line. Why? Because this is the way you should call static method. How you will call static method? By using a class name instead of got it? Any questions? So what is static? If someone is saying the static is nothing but a class level variable, it will help us for in memory management. Even you are creating thousands of objects, it will not create a thousands of sizes. It will be a common for complete class, not for individual objects. Make sense, right? So if you don't want value to be changed, what you will do? You will club this with public static final int. So when you are saying this, you are saying this variable is a class level and it should not get changed, right? So when you are coming back, you will see that error here, right? So pass marks cannot be changed, right? Why we cannot change? Because it's final. So whenever you are creating any constant, the recommendation is you should go with private or public static int, right? Public static int, public static final int. Okay. So now you need to think like another perspective is for static variables we should not we no need to create any objects. Agree?
Agree, sir.
So static variables will allocated memory at the time of class loading. Agree? Agree, disagree?
Yes, sir.
Static
Agree, sir.
variables will not allocated memory for each and every object creation. Right? Static variable
Sir.
will be used for memory management, effective memory management. So all these points agree?
Yes, sir.
So anyone is having different opinion on this? Because this one is one of the important thing. Now I'm going to ask one question. I don't expect the answer now, but I'm expecting tomorrow, right? So why we are writing public static void main here? Okay, this one is the most important question asked in interviews. Why we are writing public and static and void and main? Okay, so we'll discuss it tomorrow, but I want you to read about this. Okay, now let's revise what we discussed today, right? So what we discussed initially, we discussed about interfaces and abstract classes, right? So we already discussed yesterday. So I'm not going in detail what is interface, what is abstract class, right? So now when we came to class, we can extend only once, right? So we cannot have multiple extends, right? Interface, extend interface, right? So when you're having same type, class, you should do extends. If interface is there, you should extends. Even parent and child is same type, like class to class, it is extends. Interface to interface, it's extends, right? So, but when you are having class to interface, you need to use implement keyword, right? Class implements interface. Class can implement multiple interfaces, interface 1, interface 2, interface 3, right? Similarly, class can extends one class and can implement multiple interfaces, right? That's also valid. But class cannot extend multiple classes, right? This one we discussed. Then we came to uh, uh, static keyword, right? Static keyword, what is a static keyword? This is mainly used for creation of static variable. So what is static variable? Static variable is like a global variables which are created at class level. So what do you mean by class level? Class level means the memory will not get created for each and every object, but it will get created only at the time of class loading, right? So once the object is created, all the objects will share the same static variable. So if you are changing for one variable, it will reflect for all. It is not a specific to one particular object. Example we took like pass marks is not specific to one particular student. We took another example of principal, right? So where principal belongs to all student, it's not belongs to particular object. So what is the way we can call a static object? It's better not to call by using object, right? S2 dot pass marks is not a good way. You can keep the mouse, it will show the warning that student dot pass marks should be called in a static way. What is the static way to call it? We should use a class name, right? Instead of using object name. How we can use? We can use student dot pass mark instead of creating individual object. This is the way how we call in a static way, right? This one is the right way. And wrong way, right? But both are, you can say like a student principal, but the way is he is not a particular student principal, it's a school level principal for all students, right? So for every student it's a common. So another which I want you to explore tomorrow is public static void main. Why we are writing here public static void main? each and every parameter I want, except this arcs we'll discuss next. I want this part to be explained me tomorrow. Okay, not tomorrow because tomorrow I'm traveling back to Nellore. We'll meet on Saturday. So any questions? I'll take another 2 minutes wait. See, today I'm happy that everyone joined at exactly 7, right? So we are closing exactly 8. So this is the best way we can do. So I would request you to be there at exactly 7 so that we can wrap it up exactly 8. Okay. So any questions still here or any confusions? Or you want me to go to individuals to ask? Umar, are you clear?
Sir, as
Please
of
stop the
today,
recording.